The boy was lying in bed sick with hemophilia, or blood clotting disorder. The priest prayed beside the boy before giving a blessing and leaving the room. The next day, the boy recovered from his illness and became healthy again. The boy was Alexei Nikolaevich, Tsarevich of Russia, the heir to the Russian throne. This incident caused the family of Emperor Nicholas II of Russia, the father of the heir to the throne, to have great faith in this wonderful priest. This priest was Grigori Rasputin, and some historians think that Rasputin's influence could have changed the face of World War I. Let's take a look at this story. But first, let's get to know Rasputin briefly. Rasputin was born in 1869 in Siberia and had a difficult life since he was a child. During his childhood, starvation forced Rasputin to steal cattle from others before fleeing and staying in a monastery for several years. When he grew up, Rasputin walked to the remote lands of Russia before returning home at the age of 31. During his journey, Rasputin met a group of Christians. These Christians believed that sin would bring a person closer to God, and there were rumors that Rasputin had joined this mystical cult and sold his soul to the devil. Rasputin performed miracles by healing both animals and people from their illnesses, which gained a considerable number of followers. Rasputin therefore founded his own cult, which included many women. Although he had some influence, Rasputin was still not satisfied and knew that if he wanted to have more influence, he would have to approach the Russian royal family, who ruled the land of Russia. Therefore, Rasputin planned to meet the head of state of Russia and his wife. The high-ranking clergy of the Russian Church wrote a letter of recommendation to Rasputin, which Rasputin gave to Emperor Nicholas II. With this letter, Rasputin's journey was smooth. When he arrived in St. Petersburg, it turned out that people knew Rasputin very well. The people of the city were talking about a magician who could perform miracles in a blink of an eye, but he was not very good-looking, dressed in shabby clothes, did not wash, and had a foul body odor. Nevertheless, Emperor Nicholas II and his family were interested in Rasputin and welcomed him warmly. Rasputin asked to see the crown prince, who was suffering from hemophilia, which worried the royal family. The illness of Prince Alexei was a secret that was not disclosed, but Rasputin insisted that he could cure Prince Alexei. Emperor Nicholas II therefore allowed Rasputin to treat Prince Alexei. Rasputin prayed beside the bed where Prince Alexei lay, and the next day, Prince Alexei recovered. Thanks to Rasputin's amazing abilities, this made the royal family believe in and be amazed by Rasputin very much. And Rasputin was able to visit the royal family whenever he wanted. Amidst rumors that Rasputin used black magic on the royal family and had evil intentions, Rasputin's residence in St. Petersburg was full of people who wanted to see Rasputin. Many followers became Rasputin's disciples, causing Rasputin's influence to spread. The church tried to distance itself from Rasputin, but Rasputin's influence only increased. The royal family was afraid of Rasputin. Later, Rasputin returned home and was stabbed by a woman and injured. He had to stay in the hospital, causing Rasputin to miss an important event that could change history. At that time, World War I had begun in Europe, and Russia decided to join the war, even though the Russian army was not ready. Rasputin wrote a letter to Emperor Nicholas II asking him to withdraw from the war because Rasputin used his special power to see that Russia would be defeated. When Rasputin recovered from his injuries, he returned to St. Petersburg. Rasputin drank cyanide-laced wine, but Rasputin was unharmed. The group of plotters shot Rasputin and left his body in the room. When the plotters returned, they found Rasputin trying to escape through the window, so they shot him 3 more times as he escaped into the garden. Rasputin was then tied up with ropes and thrown into the freezing river. 3 days later, Rasputin's body floated up with water in his lungs, which meant that Rasputin was not dead when he was thrown into the water. And just as Rasputin had predicted, only 10 months after Rasputin's death, Emperor Nicholas II and his entire family were killed. Historians believe that if Rasputin had been in St. Petersburg at first, he would have been able to advise the emperor not to join World War I in time, and Russia might not have had to join the war. If Russia had not joined the war, world politics might have changed, and Russia would not have suffered defeat. And the end of both Rasputin and the family might not have been this way.